Hello everyone, my name is Megha Pillai and I will be explaining the importance of genetic engineering in our current society. First off, I will be talking about what genetic engineering really is. Genetic engineering has been around since humans started planting crops and breeding animals. It is honestly unexpected, but animal breeding, for example, was a form of genetic engineering, as humans selectively bred tamer wolves continuously to get the domesticated dog. There is also the example of the production of crops. Humans have selectively produced crops to be bigger or healthier, which again is a form of genetic engineering. Now, as technology advances at rapid speeds, a new tool was created called CRISPR, which can go in and edit an organism's genes. Now, this idea comes off as scary to many people, so moral questions are raised on whether modifying humans is wrong or not. People believe that genetic engineering will develop to become a tool of destruction or unnatural creations. However, the problem with this is that people with this mindset could prevent the development of genetic engineering, which is crucial to saving lives. Moving on to why genetic engineering is so important and the research going into it should continue to be funded and promoted. So, genetic engineering is a major tool in helping those with tragic, debilitating genetic disorders. Cystic fibrosis, for example, is a medical disorder that creates a thick mucus in your lungs and other organs, making it incredibly difficult to live. This graphic shows an example of the difference in healthy lungs versus lungs with cystic fibrosis. The sad thing about this disorder is that the life expectancy of those with it is at most 32 years. Eric Cast, a patient with cystic fibrosis, passed away at 38 but was an avid promoter of genetic engineering. With the funding and development of genetic engineering, people like Eric could live longer and healthier lives. Another example of genetic engineering helping fix medical issues is organ transplantation. We know organ donations take time, and it's pure luck on whether someone will get that specific organ or not. That can be fatal for these patients. Cell transplantation is a new method created through genetic engineering. It provides a stand-in organ or functions as that organ while the patient waits for the real organ to be donated. This method has been successful thus far and could have only been done with genetic engineering. There are many other illnesses that genetic engineering can help with, such as cancer, immune disorders, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, and HIV. But if people prevent this development of genetic engineering, lives will be lost. I will now address concerns regarding genetic engineering. Some people believe that genetic engineering goes against their religious beliefs. For example, extending lifespans goes against some people's strong Christian beliefs. Genetic engineering isn't something that will suddenly be implemented into everyone's lives. If genetic engineering is something that you do not want to be associated with, you do not need to participate in it. Just as there are certain surgeries and procedures that the patient has a choice to be involved in, the same will be standing for genetic engineering. For example, a mother that does not believe in genetic testing or engineering was allowed to dismiss herself from testing for her second baby. Another reason people oppose genetic engineering is that it might be used to commit heinous actions. For example, designer babies. In a survey done in 2018, the general public believed that it would be used for unethical purposes, about 52%. However, that is just not the case. The main focus of genetic engineers toiling in their labs is to better the lives of those with debilitating disorders. Furthermore, there will definitely be regulations put into place by people like you or other organizations to prevent any immoral actions. There are already regulations put into place for gene doping by the World Anti-Doping Agency. Gene doping is not even a real thing yet. So, with your help, genetic engineering can continue to be funded and developed to save lives. Here's what you can do. Learn more about genetic engineering. People in your position will regulate the actions of those conducting genetic engineering. It is important for you all to know the science behind it and educate yourself to make good decisions regarding genetic engineering. This crash course video provides a great overview on the science behind genetic engineering. You can scan the QR code to access the video. Another thing you can do is to go out and donate to fund genetic engineering research. Eric Cast, who had cystic fibrosis, also has a foundation called Great Strides to create money for research regarding that. This involves the promotion of genetic engineering. The QR code has access to their site, which also has access to donations. Thanks so much for listening to me. This is for a very important cause. Credits go to SlidesGo that provided this template, flat icon, and free pick. Here are all the full citations for the images and figures used. Here are all the references used in this presentation.